Shabbat Shalom. I've been fascinated this year by the supporting cast members in our Genesis narrative. This week, I want to talk a little bit about Jacob's youngest son, Benjamin. There is a lot of activity surrounding Benjamin, but largely the information seems to be relating to other people's stories. Benjamin features in Rachel's story because he's her youngest son and because she dies in childbirth with him. He features in Joseph's story because he is Joseph's only full brother. All of the others are actually Leah's children, not Rachel's. There are some midrashim and Talmudic verses about Benjamin, but they seem to be derived from somewhere we can't find in the Torah text. Here's what we do know. Rachel gives birth to Benjamin by the side of the road between Beit El, and Ephrat. She calls him at first Ben Oni, which means son of my sorrow, because she knows that she is dying. But Jacob decides that that name cannot stand. Instead, he reinterprets what Rachel meant and calls him Benjamin, son of the right hand. We also know that Joseph feels especially close to Benjamin as they are both motherless. Rashi points to Genesis Rabbah, which situates all the other brothers next to each other as sons of one mother. The brothers are mentioned in order of birth by Joseph. The Midrash continues, when Joseph reached Benjamin's name, he said, "This one has no mother and I have no mother. Let him sit beside me." Jacob's blessing of his son prophesies that the tribe of Benjamin provided Israel with its first king, Saul, and that the last ruler as well would be from the tribe of Benjamin. Not incidentally, Esther. Esther also belonged to the tribe of Benjamin. So Benjamin is then linked to the Purim story. Later, the tribe of Benjamin was assimilated into the tribe of Judah. We're told that Benjamin resembled his mother, and we know that Jacob was especially fond of him, particularly after Jacob thinks that Joseph is dead. He's protective of him because he's the only remaining son of Rachel. He may also be protective of him because Benjamin is said to have been small. The Talmud lists 7 people whose deaths were not due to their own sin, but because God decided to take them for God's self. Grossly, it is said that their bodies do not decompose. Also in the Talmud, there's a list of 4 people whose deaths were solely due to the primordial sin, which the Christians call perhaps the original sin, and not to any shortcoming of their own. Benjamin is on both lists. Moses explained about Benjamin, "The people of Benjamin are loved by God and live in safety alongside God. God surrounds them continuously and preserves them from every harm." So it is Benjamin's story that's linked to King Saul and to Queen Esther. It's Benjamin's tribe to whom we can look to provide some sense of safety and calm. As a tribe absorbed by Judah, we are also the legacy of Benjamin. I'm wishing you a Shabbat Shalom, protected and preserved from harm, calmed and full of ease like Benjamin was said to be. Shabbat Shalom.